Don't work too well. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to this thing. If I can, let me just push you guys back. There we go. My Quince monitors are like, what the fuck is he doing? Alright, how's it going, everybody? Let's see, we got Amazon guy. How's it going? A good day to you, sir. What is up, Tavian's World? Reptiles, welcome back to YouTube, my guy. This starts at 1 p.m.? No, it starts now. Alright, that's about it. So this is going to be a bit of a, it's not going to be a long stream. It's one of those scenarios where it's a bit too long to type out, but it don't make for a long stream. However, I'm just going to do it real quick, and then, yeah, man, how's it going? I missed you. I missed your videos. You know, for the months you've been gone, every now and then, I would get one of your videos recommended on my feed, and I'd be like, shit, man, where's Tavian? It's been a minute. Yeah, so pretty much we're just gonna be making some changes to the channel itself. It's I've been kind of just fucking around with it for the past couple of years. I mean, there's really no structure to the channel whatsoever. There's no like scheduling. I mean, I was trying to be consistent with that 4 o'clock, 5 days a week, but at this point, you can see that's not even working because I think I missed yesterday's video, right? I think yeah, Renee had the day off, so I'm like, I'm not editing today. I'll just not make one and post it tomorrow. But yeah, just stuff's kind of not really had much meaning, not really had much consistency, any concrete stuff. So from here forth, I'm going to be trying to work YouTube a little bit harder because I found while this has worked for me in the random style I've been doing it for a bit, it's starting to catch up with me. Now that I'm around the 8,000, I think I'm a little under 10K right now. My stuff's starting to go down. It's at a standstill. The growth has kind of stopped, and it's kind of here. And even in some of my views and watch time, it's starting to shoot down. The views themselves are going down a lot, and that means my money's going down. And that's no fun when you're kind of depending on YouTube as a part of your income stream to keep a full-time business, as I am right now. So we're going to be making some changes. That's a pretty big red flag for me, being like, all right, I got to switch some stuff up so I'm able to keep this going. So what we're going to do, it's going to be, here, let me check the comments real quick. Tavian, hello, I'm back now. Kind of nice to hear someone was actually wondering about me. I think there were a couple people, whatever your last video was, I saw quite a few comments of people wondering where you went. What is up, Jersey? While you herping, good stuff. How's it going, Liz? Love your show, Dakota. Look forward to it. Hope all is good, man. I mean, stuff's as good as it can be. I guess that's another it's another video for another time. But pretty much, here's what I'm thinking right now is, so this kind of stems from two, sorry, I'm thinking, I don't, again, coming from like structuring stuff like that, I didn't structure how I'm going to say this. I just kind of am like, oh, I'll just say some words, and now it's catching up to me because I don't know what to say. So pretty much this kind of stems from two different things. The big thing is going to be like the breeder vlogs, stuff like that. I think I've been putting, so the issue with breeder stuff is it does really well in the first couple of days, and then it dies out, and it doesn't get any more traction with that, which sucks because, you know, that's 5, 6, 7 hours I put into that video that then gets 300 views the first day, 100 maybe the next couple, and then nothing else the rest of the time. That's not fun. And if I do stuff like anything SEO, you know, the what you need to know, is this pet right for you, care guides, setup tours, whatever it be, something that pops up on the search term of YouTube, that starts gaining as it grows with age. So, I mean, I have stuff where I have like really exciting stuff, you know, super red content, super red Tokay content. I'm like looking at my super red while I'm saying this. That does really well. It gets that 700 views the first day. And then a month later, 6 weeks later, I think we're sitting at now like 1,100. So it only gained 400 views within that time. Whereas I do a care guide, leopard gecko care guide, for instance, because I got my leopard gecko right next to me. That does really crappy in the beginning. I get probably 200 views out the gate. But now it's coming in around like 1.5, 1.7, even like 2.5 thousand views. That's kind of how YouTube works. It's all of like an investment thing that then starts gaining you traction and then gains you overall subs, overall growth, which means overall money. And most of the content that I'm making just isn't cutting that. I mean, I've made 275 videos now, and I'm only sitting at 8,000 subs. Something's not right, and it's just it's not working out too well. I have weird ones, Jersey Herfer. I have this. You guys, YouTube promotes the strangest videos of mine. So my top videos right now are some of them make sense. Like I've got the Tegu Puberty, which is an awful video. It was the first video I actually filmed in front of someone because Renee, this was back when the Tegu was in the office, and Renee's little craft studio was also in there. And so I was making a Tegu video right in front of her, and I was really nervous, and I'm not very good at that. So it was just a bad video. And I mean, that thing has like, I think 20, 30,000 views. A Bearded Dragon Care Guide has 20,000 views. There's like a red tail boa content that has like upward of 10,000. It's just the weirdest stuff. Like the videos that I don't really care about, a white tree frog video and a red eye tree frog video. Stuff that I'm like, oh, this is a space filler because I don't know what to make. Yeah, strange stuff. Yeah, Tavian, no, I can't. I can't either. You might think I'm like an extrovert. I am not. I am so awkward. And even like, you can tell exactly which videos Renee is home in and like in the other room, which versus Renee's like no one's home and I can just do whatever I want, yell and stuff. And I don't really care because you can see I get like quieter and I'm not as enthusiastic because I don't know. I don't like talking in front of people. That is my main thing. I don't have any monitors or tokays, but I watch your stuff anyways because I like the content. That is good stuff, man. I need more monitors. I think that's my biggest issue. Space. This is what I'm talking about. People come for the frogs. I've made like 2 frog videos. I am going to be making more frog videos. Maybe I'll get more frogs. Maybe that's my issue. Maybe DBCB Exotics will become simply a frog video because that's what works on the channel. I feel like most like the reptile community is introverted just because I don't think there's a clear reason why, but I think that's a huge thing is like most people in the reptile hobby are introverts. Anyway, that brings me back to my next point, which brings me to topic number 2, which Liz is a great thing because I just saw you commented on a bunch of posts. My Patreon. I kind of feel like I'm not doing enough for Patreon folks. I feel like I've got some stuff going on in there, but we have like 27 Patreon members now. I'm making like a decent amount of money on there, and I feel like I'm not doing justice by my Patreon viewers. I feel like they're not getting the content they deserve with the money they are subscribing to me. So with that, those are my 2 little things. So I am, with that being said, I'm going to be moving pretty much exclusively all my breeder stuff to Patreon. That includes like if there's any like super big updates, like when egg hatching, of course Patreon members will see it first, but I will post it on YouTube afterwards. But most of the updates that are going to be going on are going to be going through Patreon exclusively at this point. So like for instance, I did just make an unboxing video. It's, you know what? I'm not going to spill it. You got to be a Patreon member. Patreon folks get to see what it was from Alejandro over at Emerald Exotics. We got a couple of different little dudes, and it's just 2 things. One, I can't make an unboxing video 10 minutes long. I just can't. It doesn't work. It doesn't hold audience retention, and it just dies down. Whereas, I feel like it would be cooler for Patreon members just to exclusively get that. That's kind of like, it would be like a perk, you know? Like, you guys get to see first thing on what's coming in. Not just pictures, but actual unboxing, like the first look of the animals itself. Instead of me being like, okay, here's a picture of it, and then posting a video on it a week later. It just seems a little unfair and just... I feel like I'd be giving more to my Patreon members with what they're using to subscribe. So, yeah, I think that's going to be a big thing is I want to be a Patreon, but I need money for gas. Yo, I feel that. Actually, you know what? I don't feel that. I literally don't leave my house. I never leave my house. And if I do, we usually take Renee's car because, I guess full disclosure, my car is not registered, and it's going to cost me $1,300 to register, and I don't want to spend $1,300. That's a ball python right there, folks. Town Hall of Berwick thinks I'm spending $1,300 to register my vehicle. I don't even go anywhere, dude. Let's get the ball python. Screw. I should just sell the car, and then I could buy more snakes. Wow. Want to have your babies. LOL, Tokays. Yo, I got some bad news about that, man. I don't know. The Tokay project, I don't know what's going on with the Tokay project. I'm kind of fucked. I'm not like fucked, but I don't know what's going on with it. I gotta really look into it and tweak some stuff. Maybe some stuff's fallen through. I think the real issue with my Tokay project is most of my females, if not all of my females, are imports. The issue with imports is they are prone. They're prone to, there's a lot more illnesses they're prone to. Of course, getting plucked from the wild, importation takes its stroll. So there's a couple of different issues with kidneys, heart, any type of vitamin deficiency or any other deficiency. Of course, parasites is another big thing, external and internal. So there's a bunch of problems that revolve around imports. It just makes them, all in all, a weaker breeder compared to a captive bred specimen. So a big issue with that is the fact that I did an oopsie. I think so. I gave my females around, I think, 6 to 7 months to cool down before pairing them again. After talking to a couple of breeders, I realized that was not the way to go. I should wait at least a year before attempting, so they can grab all that calcium back, all the fat back, because 2 of my females crashed like they laid 1 clutch of eggs. It still hasn't hatched. The next clutch was bad, and they crashed really hard. And now I'm like doing everything I can to like get my females back up. So I have a bunch of like thin females that I'm trying to get back to weight, make sure they're eating, getting everything good, and just no egg production, where I could have just waited the 5 months to around now, April, paired them and have a lot more success. So that's an oopsie on my part. That really screwed me up, and it kind of screwed up toe case for 2021 for us. Right now we're sitting on, we got 6 eggs going, which have been going for months now. I keep saying they should hatch in a week, but I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I think I've lost hope on those eggs. We've got 2 new pairs going, the powder blue to the green galaxy, and then a normal to normal. And then I think that's it. So right now, Tokay eggs is kind of standstill. It's those Aki monitors have been going at it for so. Aki eggs are coming, by the way. I mean, Jesus Christ, that male's been on that female like every single day. I might have to remove him. I didn't see too much aggressiveness, and they eat fine. But just my God, dude, he's going at her like 24/7. Just give her a break, for fuck's sakes. I agree. That sounds like a solid route to take for your Patreon. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, Patreon members, like, I will never understand why people pay me money. That is such a foreign concept that people like me enough. I think this stems a lot from high school and just low self-confidence. But the fact that people are like, yeah, man, I like this dude so much, I'm going to give him money once a month. That is a foreign concept to me. I don't get it. So I want to do more for you guys. Screw the peasant YouTube viewers. I'm going to just, anyone, it's a paywall. Everything's a paywall now. Oh my God, we've been living together for 4 years. God, have I not? That just makes me feel bad, man. Have I really just not? 4 years, man, and I've just acquired nothing out of my. I mean, I got reptiles, but like, I got no savings. I've had this shirt for like 6 years. My car's not even registered. That's rough, man. That's some rough stuff. Let's keep going. I'm literally in school, so it's kind of slow. What are we talking about? Dakota, can I please see your leopard gecko? Please. No! No, I don't want to. Hey, I think we live in the same state. How do you check if a reptile is legal to own? You go to Fish and Wildlife. I don't know what the actual thing is. You just go to Fish and Wildlife and you see some stuff requires permits. Some stuff you just can't straight up own. So you got to kind of work with your actually U.S. ARC. I think there's a U.S. ARC Maine or a reptile herpiculture of Maine. I would go through them if you're thinking about getting it. That's who I went through when I was trying to get some stuff that is kind of a pain in the ass to go through, like permitting and things like that. Those would be the guys to talk about because they kind of spell it out for you, everything you need, what permits you got to go through, kind of how to write the proposition to make sure that you get the permit approved, because that's a big thing. Is Maine just kind of sucks with exotics, and they usually just fail you. Yeah, I'll poop in front. I won't film. I don't like talking in front of people. That's just how I be. Yeah, check your county laws. You're literally a reptile, dude. At least show a reptile. Here's a red runner. Oh my God. Oh no, I feel bad. Oh my God, he clipped his leg off. My God. You can. All right, here. God. Jesus Christ, there goes another leg. That's fine. Okay. Cool, yeah, Maine can suck. Maine can suck. I'm just waiting to get out of this godforsaken state so I can get. There's just too much stuff that I want that requires permits, like a lot of monitors, although I don't think, like, especially like the Asian croc monitors, I think that's almost impossible to get as a private keeper. Boega is one that I wanted, but it costs so much money. Just like the permutation alone costs upwards of like $1,200. I don't want to do it. I don't want to keep doing it and then have to pay the yearly fees. I think it's bullshit, man. I want to get out of here and I want to go to a place where I don't need 18 permits for 18 snakes or lizards or whatever. Red runners are epic. I actually just started. Oh, whoops. Let's close that bin. I actually just fed. Oh my god. Get back in there. Fucking red runners and lobsters suck, dude. They always get out. I actually just tried to start feeding my colony. I've had this colony of like red runners for 6 months going, and it is such a pain in the ass to get them in a jar and actually feed them. It's not a good time. That was an enthusiastic crab. Yeah, exactly. And I just think that's bullshit, man. Why am I spending $100 a year? Because the state of Maine is so fucking great. Fuck this place, dude. I can go 5 minutes down to New Hampshire, and everything's legal. It makes no sense. Yo, Tavian's got my back. Do you keep any boas? I keep one boa. Honestly, I don't know much about boas. I don't know any, like, oh, there she is. She wants food, so she's, like, hunting. She's, like, underneath the light. I didn't turn her lights on yet, so you can't really see her, so I'm not going to show her off. But, yeah, I've got one female red tail. It is, or I guess common boa. I don't think it's a true red tail. Everyone gets on my ass whenever I say that. I think that's a reason. That's probably a big reason why I've never gotten into boas. Is the boa community kind of fucking blows because like you do one thing and it's like, oh my god, it's not a Peruvian true red tail. That's a comment. How dare you say red tail on a video, you piece of shit? Like fuck off, fuck off. Everyone knows it's a red tail. My god. Yeah, I don't know much about her. Actually, this is actually my mom's snake. She was gonna get a male because she didn't want one to get too big. But then, like halfway through, she was like, "Oh, you know, like if I don't really want to take care of it, like if it gets too big, I'll just give it to you." I was like, "Well, hold on, get a female then, because I want a big snake. I don't want another 6-foot one." And so she did, and then like, I'm so sorry, Mom. I think like 6 weeks in, I don't know if she like skipped a meal or what was going on, but she got like really aggressive. Like she was like hissing and striking at the tank. And Mom was like, "Oh my god, I'm so scared. Take it, take it." And I'm like, "Okay." And then it's been like a doll with me ever since. It struck once at me, but that's because I was dumb. And I knew she was in feeding, or she had a feeding response. She was like coiled back, and there was this poop right next to her. And I'm like, in my mind, I was thinking, you know what, Dakota? I think you can grab that poop faster than that snake can bite you. Well, I was wrong. The snake can bite me faster than I can grab poop. So that was fun. That was actually the only bite I've ever received from a snake. And it kind of hurt. It kind of sucked. She was only 4.5 feet at the time. Now she's like pretty big. But yeah, other than that, I've never like received any bites from her. She's like my calmest snake. I love taking her out. You can like, I'll show on every video. I'm like, I like fuck with her face. I'm like, bah, 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 bah. She never does anything. She's like my best temperament snake out of everything. All right, Jersey, we'll see you later. You need a Doomerol's boa, man. I've been thinking, I don't know about boas just because of live bears. I've been thinking, so I guess that brings me to like my next thing. But anyway, before I wrap this up, the video stuff up. So we're going to be doing a lot more SEO-centered stuff. You can expect, I'm going to finish up my care guides. I want to get every care guide, and then I'm going to redo some care guides because I did them like in 2019 when I only had a phone. So care guides are pretty much, I'm going to be structuring everything so for the people that come for specific stuff, you're going to be able to get that stuff at least once a week. So Friday will be like the care guide time. Tuesdays will be the top 5 videos. So I'm going to be doing a lot more diving into specifically monitor stuff. So we're going to have like top 5 dwarf monitors, top 5 arboreal, top 5 uncommon, top 5 rare, like stuff like that, which is going to be centered around the top 5 videos, which is going to be happening every Tuesday. So if you're only coming for those top 5 videos, come on Tuesdays. That's when they're going to be. Mondays, Then Wednesdays, I think I'm going to continue on with that series of either the head-to-head competitions or the is this pet reptile best for you? I still got a bunch I want to do, like the Tegu, Akimonitor, Frill Dragon, Chinese Water Dragon, Reptile Boa would be good, ball pythons, tree frogs. I want to do some frog content on that. So those will be specifically done every Wednesday. And then Monday and Thursday, I think I'm just going to have like a free SEO content, whatever I can think of. So whether that be an enclosure guide, how to set up any type of setup guide, what you need to know, tips for new keepers, anything like that. Those will be centered around the Monday or Thursday slot. And that's it. So we got Monday, some SEO, what you need to know. Tuesdays are top fives. Wednesdays are is this reptile best for you / head to head. Thursday's kind of a free for all, and then Friday's going to be some sort of care guide until I run out of those. That is about it. Wait, you're only snake bite? I've gotten at least 15. Yeah, I use a snake hook. I don't know. I use a snake hook. I use my tools. I don't get bit. That's just kind of my thing. I don't have that much snakes, which brings me to part number 2 of this. I'm just gonna have my. It's hot in here, so enjoy this. Have fun. I'm trying to grow my hair out, and this is just what's gonna happen. I'm gonna grow it all out again. I miss having long hair, so awkward stage. I'm gonna wear hats most of the time. Do I have my hat in here? I don't. So alongside with YouTube, I'm just kind of fucking around with it, not really taking it seriously. I've been doing the same with my business. I'll be honest. I have made a lot of purchases that I probably shouldn't have made. I made a lot of purchases that benefited Dakota, not benefited DBCB Exotics. The Trio of Quinces is a great example of that. Sorry, words are tough, man. Words are tough. The Quinces are a great example of that. I spent $1,200 on 3 Quinces that I won't be able to breed for 4 to 5 years for no reason except for the fact that I wanted them and some guy was selling them for a good price, so I bought them. Now I have a Trio of Quinces where I could have bought like more. I have the big quince right here, and he's like clawing it, and it kind of sounded like he was outside of the cage, and I was like, oh god, I gotta get up. I could have spent that on some more ball pythons, just another breeder that could manage the business more funds than just stuff that I like. The Ackies are another example. The Arguses. I mean, wow, this stuff will make me money. I mean, they are breeding. They will lay me eggs. The overhead ratio to it just doesn't make sense from a business standpoint. I mean, we're talking about animals that, like, the amount of money I spend on the Argus. I guess the Ackie monitors really don't cost that much because I breed my own insects, so they're kind of off the hook. My Argus monitors eat so much food, a ridiculous amount of food. We're talking like everything that my ball pythons eat once a week is pretty much what my Argus eats in a sitting, and I usually feed them 3 to 4 times a week. So the overhead cost is like incredibly substantial as far as what I'm going to get out of it, which is Argus babies. Which, I mean, that's another thing. I've never bred monitors before. I don't know why I had this ideology that, like, yeah, let's get a pair of Arguses. This will work great. I don't think I was thinking too much. That spooked me. I don't use a hook. I only keep doom rolls. They don't bite. Well, wild snakes bite a lot more. Oh yeah, I did. I cut them. They're all short. The red mullet's gone. It's so hot in these rooms, Tavian. It's so unbelievably hot in these rooms, and they got too long. I had them too long. They were like down to my ass, so like I would sit, and then it would pull, and I would have to like move them up, and then it would be like a scarf on my neck. I cut them off. I shaved them. I'm just gonna grow my full hair out instead of That was just. It was fun, and it looked cool, but it was just a pain in the ass overall. I just got my first snake, a ball python, got tons of reptiles, but never a snake. Suggestions on second, maybe a hognose. I've been thinking about hognoses just because I've seen some cool hognose morphs that look kind of cool. Ackies are awesome. Can't find one in Canada. Yeah, Canada seems to be a weird place for Ackie monitors. I don't know. Are they legal in Canada? I don't know Canada laws. I think that's my big thing. Love from the UK. UK, that's awesome. Where's the best place to get a Timor monitor? I have no idea. I've had a couple. I don't know if it's you. Do you keep asking me, or do I have a lot of people asking me about Timor monitors? What are you doing? Fucking Quince is like, he's like, yeah, stretching out his arm, getting all nice and lazy on the basking spot, and then I got another one just giving me the stink eye underneath him. Bro, what is your deal today? He's freaking out. Yo, especially when I think ours were like about the same length. Especially getting out of the shower, man. They were so heavy. Like I had to wrap them in a towel and then like place them on top of my head because while they were wet, it like started hurting my head. It wasn't fun. I didn't enjoy them anymore, so I cut them off. No, first time. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know where the Timor monitor is. There was I had an opportunity to get a pair of Timor monitors like way back in the day, but I didn't take it. Probably should have taken it, but I didn't. So anyway, that brings me to my next thing. I'm going to be making some changes with my breeding stuff, especially for the fact that I am out of room here at my house, and without the funds that I'm not generating because I made too many stupid choices in my business purchases, I need to start figuring out. I either got to like drop some projects to open up other ones. I need to figure out some room. Like, I mean, this room is filled. It's all the floor space. I have no floor space in this room. Actually, this chair might have to leave because I have no more space. I'm out. Now everything's like, it's a comfortable space, but it's I'm like out of comfortable area. If I start putting more stuff in here, it's going to start becoming annoying to like move around stuff. I don't want to do that, man. I want to be comfortable in my reptile room. So yeah, I don't know for sure yet. I don't know what I'm dropping. Well, obviously the Croc Skinks are going. That's not actually, that pair actually sold. They're on hold right now. So we are dropping the Croc Skinks. I'm going to keep one. I have a lone male that I still have. I'm going to keep him. I'll put him in a little bioactive tank and it'll be a little fun little thing. I kind of want to move on to more snakes. I feel like snakes are just easier overall when it comes to breeding. I feel like most of my life I've just been doing geckos and lizards. I kind of want to dive into some snakes now. I share a room with the wife, half reptile, half craft room. It never works out very well. The problem with me, we tried that. What happened is I took it over because I kept buying reptiles. So now she has her own craft room. I can't touch it. No reptiles go in there that aren't mine or that are mine. They all stay in here. You know what? I say that, but then I put some crested geckos in there, and now I feel bad. I'm so sorry, Renee, if you're still watching this. My fave snakes are wicked. I don't know what that means. Like, wicked cool? Echo? Like, Echo's over here. I share a room with the wife. No, first time. Okay, yeah, so I kind of want to get in some different snakes. I definitely want a male for my... Actually, the jungle carpet's over here now. Is she out? No, she's not. She's in her cave. I did just feed her recently. I want to get a male. I accidentally shut my phone off. I turned the screen off. I found